Hey guys, so I am sitting in the exact same spot wearing the exact same thing as my last video, which was what's in baby's hospital bag. So if you haven't seen that, be sure to go watch that after this. But what I wanted to do today was something that I really enjoyed watching when I was looking for my baby's name is a 10 names that we love but would not be using. But I guess technically it's 20 because it's 10 girls and 10 boys. So I'm gonna go through the boys first just because I don't have any boys. I have 3 girls. So I didn't really have any names picked out because we've had our boy name picked out, I know, at least since before our second child, maybe even when we didn't know what our first child was. But first on that list is Owen. First of all, I'm a big Grey's Anatomy fan. You'll see that's kind of like a running theme here, but I really do love the name Owen. It's just super simple and I think it is very cute. The next one is River, but I really like this name for a little boy. I think it is super cute. It also sounds super southern to me and I do really like that. I also really like Levi. I would never personally use this name. That is my uncle's name as well as his son's name, but I do really like that name. I also really like Jackson. There's plenty of ways to There's plenty of ways to spell that, as I'm sure you know, but I do just really like that name. I have a friend who has a son named Jackson, and I just think that it is super, super cute. The next one that I really like is Ryder. I do have a friend that actually named her son Ryder a couple months ago, and I think it is super cute and very different. And I really like names that kind of stand out. And I'm looking down because I have my list sitting here because I could never remember all these. I also really like Weston. I like Weston because it also sounds very southern. I think it sounds very like old-timey. And I do really like names like that as well. Another one I really like is Parker. I like Parker because it's a gender neutral name, and I'm really big on gender neutral names, more so for girls, but I think Parker really fits for a little boy. And that is also my mother's maiden name, so that would be a really cute name to kind of tie in, you know, my family, since obviously my kids would have my fiance's last name. I also really like Sawyer. I don't think this is a name that I would ever use, but I do think that it is very, very cute. I think names really go along with kids' personalities, and me personally, I could never see my kid being a Sawyer, but I do really love the name. The next one I really like is Riker. It's different. I think that it's not really used as much as some of the other names that I do have on the list, and I think that it is very cute. And the last one that we have on the boys list is going to be Rhett. And my fiance's name is Brett, and I also have a girl that is around me, and she's naming her baby Rhett. And when I seen that, I was like, that is the cutest thing. My fiance would never want to name our son after him, so Rhett would be a really cute spin off of that, and I also just think it's really cute. Okay, on to the girls list. This first name is a name that I really, really thought this baby that I'm currently pregnant with, that I'm almost 34 weeks. Well, when you all see this, I will be 34 weeks. But it's Arizona. Like I said, I am a big Grey's Anatomy fan. The name that we actually picked kind of came from Grey's Anatomy, but there's also another reason why we picked this name. But I absolutely love the name Arizona, and when we found out we was having a girl, I 100% thought that her name was going to be Arizona, and then my fiance shot me down, and we picked another name that actually really, really suits her, and I couldn't be more in love with it. I also really like Aubrey. Aubrey is a name that has been a top contender all 3 times. While we haven't used it, I don't really know. I think it's mainly because right before I had my second daughter, someone around us named their daughter that, and then I just had no interest in doing it, and now I just like names that are a lot more different. I also really love Calliope. Calliope has been my favorite name for a girl since the first time I got pregnant. My fiance refuses to let us use it, but it is 110% my favorite name. It is so different, it is so beautiful, and it sounds just, to me, I love it. It's also off of Grey's Anatomy. Number 4 is going to be your Wren. I love the name Wren. I think it's super cute. I love the fact that it's a short, simple name. I also really love this for a middle name. I would 100% give my kid this middle name. Don't think I'd ever name my daughter Wren, but I do think that it's very cute. I also have Isabella. Isabella is a name that before I ever got pregnant, before I ever had kids, I really thought that I would name my child that. Now, it's not really my style, but I do think that it is super, super adorable. Also have Avery. Avery is another one of those gender neutral names, but I think for me personally it sways more towards being a girl's name, but I do love the fact that it's gender neutral. We also have Aurora. Again, not a name that I would use personally, but it is one of those top names that I really, really love, and I love when other people use it because I do think that it is so, so beautiful. Next we have Amelia. Like I said, Grey's Anatomy, it's a running theme. But I do really love this name. I think it is very beautiful. I think that when you think of an Amelia, you think of like a very happy, a very cheerful, smiley person. And that's always what I want my kids to be. So I do really love that. Another top contender for us that has been talked about pretty much all 3 times that we've been sitting here looking for names for a girl is Addison. How we would spell it, I'm not really sure. I like to spell my names different, but Addison is a very, very cute name. I think another one of the reasons why I didn't use it is because I have a family member that named a daughter something very similar, so then I just kind of strayed away from doing that, but I do really love it. And the last one that we have is Kinsley. For my first daughter, this was a big contender, and then I had a family member that actually had a baby right around the time I had my daughter and named her Kinley. So then Kinsley was just kind of out for me, which is perfectly fine, but I didn't want to have a baby name something that was so close to what her baby was going to be named, because our kids are only a couple months apart. I have heartburn so bad right now, it's almost like hard to talk through these videos because it is killing me. But those are all the names that we really like that were on our list that we are obviously not using. The boy name that is our number 1 pick, I didn't even put on here for the slight chance that we may have another baby, which very, very, very unlikely, but you really never know. But I'm pretty sure we are done after this one, but I guess we would just have to wait and see. But I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope it maybe gave you some ideas if you're looking for a baby name. I know this is a really good way to go on YouTube and search, and it's way funner than sitting here and just scrolling through a list, because that's what I did and it's super boring. But hope y'all have a great day. Not sure what my next video will be. Haven't really thought about it. But I'm trying to push out as much content as I can for you all before I have my C-section, because like I said, it's less than 40 days away. So I hope you all have a great day.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when